Hello, everybody. Hello. Okay, I'm gonna be playing some 80s. Just my phone. Let's see. Boy, it's done. Okay, I can hear myself, so I think things are good. Things are good. All right, we're going to be playing some 80s today, and I think because I've already played it a number of times, as you can see, I'm actually going to play it. I'm going to play a new save slot just to show you some of what it looks like. I don't want that. Yeah, it's
Few tales are told of
We'll
Hades,
listen to the introduction.
whose very name
I have
inspires fear
subtitles
and
on, so you can
penitence,
actually read it. Let me talk
reminding
over
us
it.
of the inevitable fate which we all share.
It's a roguelike.
However,
It's an action
need to tell
roguelike.
you such a tale.
Yeah, I'll sort of
Listen
describe the mechanics as they go. If you've already played before and you're not interested in seeing the first run or my attempt at the first run, skip ahead.
Goodbye, Father.
You just fall out here, and then you've got to escape, and you're going to progress and fight.
To hell
So
with this
clicking
place.
is attacking. You have a cast that sends out a little thing, and it leaves it on the ground. You have to pick it back up. So that's your cast. There's an attack, you can dodge, good health, all that stuff. So we continue on, and you can see what's going to be in the next chamber based on what's on the door. So what is that? No, we'll figure it out. It's Greek themed. Here's some bad guys.
I'm leaving. Try and stop me.
Hit them, knock them around. There's sort of a stunning. The chambers. One thing that I am mixed on is that you can see I picked up the cast there. The chambers don't show you all the enemies when you spawn in. There's usually 2 or 3 waves of enemies. One thing that's nice is you don't have to break open boxes and crates all the time to get stuff. These guys are a ranged enemy. You'll notice if you slam things against walls, it knocks objects down, which may hurt enemies. If you corner them, you get extra damage that way. You know, stuff like that. It's kind of a pseudo-destructible environment feeling, which is nice. One thing I learned is that if you attack various particles coming at you, you can destroy them, which is pretty convenient.
There she is.
Yeah, so at the end of each room you clear, you get something good. And in this case, this is a boon.
It's got to be her. Then here goes nothing. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
He's not Hades, though. He's Zagreus.
Hail, noble cousin. Now, let's get you from that miserable place. I'll see that all of us upon Olympus do our part, beginning here with me.
You guys know Athena, right? So you get these boons, and they do various things. Each god that you can get boons from sort of has their own flavor. They all have one sort of mechanic they add, and one debuff you can do. Usually the first boon you get affects your dash, your cast, or your attack, or your special. Oh, I didn't show you the special. I'll do the special. I like this one, but I also like this. I'll do the dash. So you'll notice there's shields around me. So now if I hit a particle while I'm dashing, it will deflect it, so it'll go back to whoever shot it. Here's the special. It makes a wave around me. It's clearing out a group of enemies. These are traps. I won't step on one. You can imagine what happens. Fortunately, this is still part of the easy part of the game, so enemies will really broadcast their movements. They don't have a lot of special stuff yet.
Pathetic.
So this is darkness. Darkness is used to level things up on something I'll show you
Nice.
later. An interesting part of this is that you get benefits that are sort of in your current run as rewards, but you also get things that are across boons. So darkness is something that benefits you in a metagame sense, and the boon is something that benefits you in a game sense. You know, gameplay, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. Oh, I deflected that. That's nice. Yeah, as you can see, I can do even a little bit of damage with the dash. I don't have to attack.
A divine
So another
arrow.
boon. You can tell who this is from because the symbol is just from Artemis.
There's only one heavenly archer I know of. Well, several, really. Anyway, in the name of Hades.
He's got a
Yes,
sort
I
of
accept
funny
this
British
message.
accent. The art is really fun. Voice acting is nice. I always like to listen through
I'm
this
not like
stuff.
all the others on Olympus.
And I think the character
power of
design
the
is
hunt
really
helped
fun
keep
as
me
well.
company, so maybe it'll help you too.
Sorry, I'm talking over the characters, but you can read it, you know. Occasionally, boons will have a special rarity. They can be rare, epic, whatever. It just means that they're better in general. So I'm tempted to do this just because it's better. Artemis is all about critical damage and marking foes to deal more critical damage to them. Athena is all about deflecting and defending. I think I'm going to go for this one because it's rare and it's better.
Power of the hunt sounds like
So
good
now you'll
company
see
to
my
keep.
special looks sort of green. So here we have a choice. We can either choose a key, which does one metagame thing, or darkness does another. I'll do a key.
Each exit has its own reward.
Yes, thank you, Zagreus.
Louts.
So that's it. One fun thing about having traps is that you can sort of use them against various enemies. If you step on the pressure plate, it fires, but doesn't necessarily fire at you. But you do have to be careful. Don't get too excited about the whole thing. Oh, there we go. I should pick up my cast.
They're armored.
So this, yeah, see, he's got a yellow glow around him. You'll notice that when I'm attacking some unarmored enemies, they sort of have a little, like, reaction animation they do. An armored enemy is not knocked around by being attacked. And not all weapons and attacks do that too, so you can't always rely on it. Okay, let's go get this. Oh, I should say, the key is a metagame thing. Useful later. If you ever see a damage number with an exclamation point, it means you got a critical. Not that it gets pretty. Ooh, I got hit. That's too bad.
A palm of power.
It gets pretty noisy pretty quickly.
The power
So
of
these
the gods.
pomegranates, you get a choice to level up one of your 3 boons, and it shows you what gets better. I think I've been using the special a lot. Let's try to upgrade it. It would be interesting to... Okay, so see the little skull on this door? That means that there's a strong enemy or a mini-boss in the next room. So we'll have to be careful. Okay, looks like a mini-boss. Some guys that throw bombs at you. Don't give them a wide berth. Don't want to give it a bomb. And see, the cast is stuck in this enemy, so it won't actually, you can't use it again until it falls out. It's just kind of frustrating. Pick it up. I'm trying to focus one down so it can be easier to move down. You'll notice there that bomb got tossed up in the air, turned a different color. That's from the deflection. I don't think when they're deflected, I'm not really excited to risk it. Of course, like all especially annoying enemies, these guys drop a bomb when they die. That's like a classic enemy thing, right? I wonder if it's ever... Oh, it's certainly not that it's fun to think about other people meeting their demise. It's quite sad, in fact. Come on, jump. Once he's against the wall, I can actually feel a little bit extra damage.
That's what you get.
Great. Okay. So this would improve my attack, but this all critical is better. Because it's epic, I'm tending to go for that, so I'll try that out. I gotta remember to use my special though, because that's my only critical benefit at the moment. There we go. There's a critical from it. Trying to hit both of them at once to be efficient here. Backing up against the wall. There we go. I don't like having a cast like that because I've got to go back up and pick it up. I feel like positioning is always important in these sort of action games, and I was trying to get him with the trap. Oops, I got myself with the trap. Okay, who else is around? Oh, one more guy. Yeah, so if you hit a pillar, stuff falls from the ceiling and hits enemies. Until the pillar is destroyed, which is fun. Oops. Ooh, huge mistake. Now I'm starting to play a little sloppier. Okay, there is a key or a shop. I'm going to go for the key. You play about 10 levels, and then there's a boss, which is like, you know, I'm not really spoiling anything by saying that. I think everything I've said so far has been mostly spoiler-free. I mean, I'm spoiling the first, 20 minutes of the game or whatever by playing until I die. It's not really a spoiler to say that it's a roguelike, so you have to play it many times. This is a classic pattern for these rooms, is to give you one type of enemy, you have to practice fighting them, and then in the second or third spawn, they come up with some more enemies of a different type, and you've got to work on fighting them together. It's a nice theme,
key.
I guess it's something you can do with, so yeah, the keys, metagame, talking about that later. It's a nice sort of, I don't know, motif for what's going on here. Oh, jeez. Rather, that guy's gonna be hard to get. I've gotta think. There we go. There's one out. Oof. Do not want to. Oh, I'm down to less than half my health. Things are not very good. Got any more here? Oh yeah, I should show off my deflect. I forgot I had it. So I'll do it. See, I can fire those shots back. It's good to use your cast against. Okay, so this is a good 25 max life, and it restores that much. Okay, so here I have another choice. A pomegranate or a boon. I think I'm going to go for a boon. I like the boons that we have, but there's a lot of really powerful ones, and this one actually is given by one of the cooler, I don't know. I think it's a funny character. I don't know, are there any big Greek mythology heads in my audience? Maybe. I mean, the Percy Jackson stuff is pretty good. Is that over? Is anybody even... I mean, they had the movie that wasn't any good. Or maybe it was good. I can't remember if I watched on a plane the State of Delirium, or if somebody near me on a plane. It's not a movie I would see a theater. It's not a cinema. Oh, I mean, who am I to say that? Oh, I'm getting too in my putting on my critic hat and not putting on my pro gamer hat. Not getting the frags I used to. Getting on in years. Ooh, that's a lucky
That
critical.
sound.
All right, let's meet
That
this
was
new character.
Revelry? People having a good time? Well, sure then. In the
The
name
new
of
Hades.
Hades,
That's
Olympus, I'll accept this message.
He's not really Hades. It's somebody else.
Hey there, Zagman. How's it going? Look, you have got to get here with the rest of us already. We've been saving you a spot. Let me see what I can do. Make
See, he's
life
just
a
got a
little
fun
sweeter for you
character
in the
design,
meantime.
doesn't he? And the briefest animation of the blinking eyes and the hovering cup. Dionysus, he has like damage over time, and he also has a lot of healing things. I like this one, but I think survival is going to be really good right now. So let's try and do
wine to
that.
liven things up around here.
Especially since we don't have any other way, really, at the moment to recover any of our precious health. We have to just sort of stack health bonuses, hope that it comes out for the best. This way we have a 30% of 75 is what? Okay, well, 30% of 100 is 30, so 75%. 30 something? 60% is exactly 20, so 24. That's not a lot, but I mean, it's also not nothing. And if we get another health bonus, that 30% is going to go up. As you may have guessed,
So much for them.
there are bosses. Yeah, I think we need to go next.
I'm hurt. Can't heal myself. But I can fight. Kieran's shot.
Okay, so he will sell me. Let's talk to Kieran. Erudite.
Why, good to see you, Charon, mate. Just minding my own business, taking in the sights, and hey, what's that?
Beyond the present chamber lies the outermost perimeter of
That means this is
Tartarus,
the boss fight coming up.
promising terrifying dangers far beyond.
And I can reckon quite a bit.
So I have a choice. I could go for another boon from Dionysus. I can heal, or I can get maximum health and healing. I think this is the play, because this is going to also help with the recharge. It's only, well, I'd save some money, but I can't buy this and this. So I really want to beat this boss to you know, show you guys how to beat a boss. I'll try it.
Thank you, mate.
All right, here we go. I'm metagaming a little bit.
Well, this is awkward.
Halt, Zagreus. Not one step further.
Come on, Meg. Haven't we had more than enough of it?
Your father sent me. All in all, I'd rather be on
My
your
father?
bad side than
Who's
his.
that?
Now you can
Zeus,
turn
maybe?
back, like a good little man.
I'll have to go with the pink.
A man after my...
I think that's in the trailer. All right, so as you can see, bosses have a lot of health. Oh. All right, not doing great off the start. Dash. Hits him. Gotta run. And we gotta remember to use my special. Actually, I suppose I can deflect. Yeah, that's not the worst idea. Do a little chip damage that way. I think I need to be a little bit more cautious. I mean, you're not really supposed to beat the boss on the first go through, but I'm proud, you know, I'm going to try. Clear out a couple of these guys. Oh, just took the wrong moment. Good news is we still probably have a little bit of health.
You're only getting started.
Okay, starting another phase. I don't like that. It is not as hard to dodge. Ooh, I spoke too soon. Oops. Hey, I thought if I was low, I'd do the story. Oh well. So I've died. Sorry, the commentary faded out there. I was in the zone. And when you die,
Damn it.
where do you come back? You come back to the House of Hades.
Whoa. Welcome to the House of Hades, where...
Hello, Hypnos.
Wait, I know you. Guess that means you died out there, huh? Well, don't be sad, though. Pretty much...
Some of us more than others.
Back already?
There's my dad.
Stupid boy. I told you nobody gets out of here, whether alive or dead. So how was your...
Greetings, Father. My ransacking was...
Be on your way indeed. What do I care?
So that's the... Now you get the
shall never
premise.
reach the
You
surface.
die and you go back, and you gotta
Go.
reach the surface.
You have come home. Do not
Hello.
despair, child. Such setbacks are inevitable and may be over.
I believe it, Nix. I'm grateful that you...
And there's a
Cease not
nice...
to me. I expected the...
Yes, we are.
You know, there's a nice
Then
meta
go.
game involved in which, you know, you learn about the different members of your house and upgrade it and things like that as you progress through. So I'll walk into my room here,
Hey, room.
and I'll show
I'm
you
back.
this mirror.
Night and darkness
And with
guide
this
me.
mirror, you can put in different darkness in order to unlock special traits. And you can use keys to unlock more traits. And there are also other weapons you can use keys. I mean, I had the sword, but you can use them. So here I'll end the presentation of the first run, and I'll go on to my file that I've been working on that I have a number of runs in. So please hold on for that. Welcome back. Welcome back. Now we're gonna play Skip Attempts 1. That's more. So, same mirror, but I'll just talk about what I've chosen and why I've chosen it. So, all the talents.
Can
You
be
can skip
more.
this if you don't want metagame spoilers. This one gives you backstab damage, which is you attack from behind. It gets a little bit health back per chamber. I prefer Death Defiance, which gives you 3 lives, but I'm using this one to try to get an achievement at the moment. More dashes. The other options. You can either have backstab or
How about
more
like this?
damage to undamaged foes, but I think that more backstab is more utilitarian. This one you can get life back in every room, or you can get life back when you get darkness, but I prefer to get other rewards, so I'll go for this one. This one you can dash more times. In this one, when you dash and dodge, you get more damage, but I think that surviving is better than more damage. In this one, things that have a cast in them, you do more damage too. This one slows them down. I think a good offense is strong. This one is wonderful because it quickly regenerates your cast instead of you having to go pick it up. And this one gives you more, but you have to go pick them up. This one gives you some money to start. This one gives you money when you beat a boss. This is more health versus more damage at high health. This is a really interesting one. If you can give people 2 different debuffs from different gods, then you do extra damage to them. And compared to doing more damage per boon, I think this is more exciting to play with. This one gives you rarer boons. This one gives you more non-boon rewards. And this one gives you either legendary boons or epic boons. I prefer the epic, but I'm doing the legendary for an achievement. And this one lets you re-roll boons if you don't like the 3 choices you got. And so you spend your darkness on there to level up. But get better at escaping. There's also a number of different weapons you can get later, besides just the sword. And let's see, what should I play with? I'll play with the
Try that
fists.
thing out?
And you can choose
What are the
different
limits of your
aspects of the
power?
weapons. They do different things. So this aspect gives you extra chance to dodge. So it's good for keeping you alive better. As you can see, punch,
Didn't hurt.
do an uppercut, you dash around, things like that. You can also pick these little trinkets from different people that you receive, and they give you various bonuses. Like, if you take one from a god, then it's likely that you'll find their boons, and you get better boons from them. Some other ones, you get some extra money, you do more damage, people far away, things like that. And once you've beaten the game, at least once, you get this thing, which you can apply to make it harder. So right now, each of these things does something different. This is like, more damage, harder bosses, foes have more health, things like that. So because I've beaten the game a number of times with the fists before, I have to apply a number of challenges to make it worth it. So I put on 3 levels of harder bosses, and I don't know, let's do 1. I don't know if I want to do that. Let's say harder mini bosses. Okay, now let's try to escape. See what happens. It will become much more frenetic, but I hope that I can show you some more of the world.
Your dear mother, Persephone, is a shrewd woman, Zagreus.
Spoilers.
More than an equal to your mighty father.
I may skip all of their random dialogue. Okay. What do I want? I think this could be really good. Let's try it.
You're nothing.
So these gates are they're no damage challenges. So let me try it.
More pain.
If you take damage, you don't get the reward. If you take no damage.
I have a delicious onion waiting for you, boy.
Yeah, if you fail, you get an onion.
Wretches.
It's quite easy to fail. There's a lot of really good things. Fortunately, I'm using my so I can sort of stun them a little bit. Guess I better go deal with the ones on the other side. Hoping that my cast... You notice I don't have to pick it up, it just regenerates. It's very nice. Hey, I did it!
Perfectly good onion gone to waste.
The rewards in this challenge chamber are doubled. Okay. So, these are all metagame rewards. The key is for unlocking stuff, but I've unlocked them all. The darkness is for upgrading the mirror, but it's mostly unlocked. And the gemstones are for upgrading the house with like cosmetic stuff. But there's also upgrades you can get that give these in-game rewards. So this one gives me more boon rerolls, this one gives me more health, this one gives me money. I have a good bit of money, and I have a good bit of rerolls. I have 3, so I'm actually going to take the darkness so I can get extra health. His health is good. And I heal 3 per room, 3 health, so I can afford to do a bit more reckless than when I was playing before. Actually, it's a roguelite. It's easier to chill. As you can see, it gets a little
for the mirror.
Yep, so 5 extra life, and I have no other choices but to take the gemstones. So let's do it. There's a lot of different enemies. These guys grab you, They're all
Come face malfunction.
nicely stylistically done. They all sort of make noises, though. It does feel great. But yeah, I mean, whatever. What? I think it would be worse if they didn't make any noise at all. Just a space invader or something like that. Yeah, so I get 5 gemstones and $20. Not bad. Oh, I mentioned that it's nice you don't have to crack open pots and things like that, but if you see a golden pot, there actually is some money in there. So you actually can add that into the game rule. You have to buy yourself a pots and things. Any more? There's always this moment where you clear out one section of the room, and you've got to go and look and say, okay, yeah, that's one.
Good enough to eat.
I can only upgrade the one boon.
Palmed up.
Okay, here's a fun thing. Spoilers, metagame spoilers ahead.
Hello,
Recognize this
Your
fellow?
Hello, sir.
Word is that the most beautiful music's been heard up in Asphodel lately, Prince. From the sound of it,
This
why,
guy rolling
I
a
think that
boulder.
has got to be Eurydice
I like
and
him.
Orpheus.
He's got a nice attitude.
You heard correctly, Sisyphus. Orpheus is reunited.
Oh, I've more than heard of them. I'm sure you know how Orpheus once ventured all the way
This
down
is
here
about a
after Eurydice
storyline that
passed
I've
on.
completed, but
I'll never...
you don't need to go on and on. But you get to choose what you get. And I don't need darkness as much as I need some money.
A fine selection there.
Thank you, mate.
Okay, so there's a mini boss, and you're gonna get a boon from God that you haven't done.
You and me.
Yes. Because I turned on extra mini boss problems for these fellows. So it's nice in that it's sort of like cooking a frog, I think is the analogy they use. You know, in that you get to unlock these techniques and get better at the game, and then as you get better at it, you have a nice way to slowly increase the difficulty in a way that you can manage. So I could have picked. There's a difficulty increaser that all foes get 2 free hits on them before they take damage, but I actually find that to be quite difficult to work around, so I chose not to take it.
To think your father and that sweet Persephone, they were together down there all along. I was so certain that your father's heart was gold.
All right, what should we take? I know this is epic. I don't really like this one. I like having a long-range cast, especially with a short-range melee weapon. This could be good. You know, we could just stock up life now and become really tanky. This one relies on you taking damage, which I don't like. We could also re-roll this, but let's try this. So now if we pick up Centaur Heart or Darkness or anything like that, we're going to be getting more help.
More witches? You kill me, I kill you.
You'll notice I'm getting bonus damage for backstabbing, thanks to the mirror. Okay. I don't like to jump into any area where there's a bunch of projectile enemies flanking it. Just seems like a bad idea. Right as they're coming out is an okay time. That was so dangerous. He was about to fire. Okay, we could go to the shop. We don't need to restore any life. We are in chamber 8. I think... I'll go to the shop because we have a lot of dollars, so we could buy a heart maybe if there's one there. Oh, I thought this was a pre-boss shop. Well, okay, let's buy these spoons. Let's buy both these. We have a lot of money.
Just what I need.
Special does more damage and inflicts weak. Yeah, I'll take that. Here's Hermes. Dash more times in a row. Yes, please. So now, how do we basically move all the way across them? And you'll notice over here, there's a golden pot next to Hermes.
Shiny.
I don't know, $15 from that. Glad we didn't spend all of them because there is a little shop there. You can see it. enemies are weak, they deal less damage to you. So it can be useful to apply it to a boss or something like that. But also it counts as one of the debuffs. So you can go to the shop.
Well.
So here's a tough decision. The palm, heart could be really good. That would actually provide us a lot of help. The hammer is also really important. But I'm going to go for the heart. Why not? Let's try it. Maybe it's a mistake. Hopefully we can still get a hammer. Hopefully we don't fail this challenge. That would be really embarrassing. Oh, I already failed. I didn't know it was an exploding enemy. Too bad. We could have passed this, you know. We could have made it. It's not that hard, actually. It's just this one enemy.
I can't.
Now we won't get anything. Hopefully we can still get the hammer. You know, pride goeth before fall, suppose. The onion is not the worst. It does restore one hit point.
Oh well.
Concealed in the dark recesses of the underworld is the land of...
Is this where Father's goons assemble to come after me?
Okay. I'm going to take this, because it also acts as a palm. And has metagame. Hopefully we can still get a hammer. If not, I've really made a mistake. The hammers provide unique upgrades to weapons. I think you're... I think you're guaranteed to get a certain number of them. I think one in this stage and one in the third stage. At least just based on observation. The laser guys, I'm gonna take them out. Very easy to die. So notice we're a little worse for wear health-wise. Not too much. Ooh. Now I'm faced with the same decision. Alright, I'll take the shop. Hopefully I can buy a heart. Nope.
I'll take it.
Well, it's okay.
Delicious.
Boy, best laid plans, huh? We've been using the attack mode. Let's get another boon. Ah, this is good. So now if they're jolted, it's a status effect. Basically, if we apply weak and jolted, enemies will take 40% more damage because of the that Mirror of Night talent that we have. All right, let's fight the boss.
Let's hear it.
You may notice there's 3 of them now. This one is particularly difficult to deal with. So I will probably take a bunch of damage in doing this. I cannot guarantee you like a perfect career. You'll notice there, see that little symbol next to the boss's health bar. That shows that they're under the effect of 2 debuffs. They'll take extra damage as a result. Oh yeah, this boss shrinks the chamber size, so really good. Just trying to do my best to hit the damage and avoid the biggest hits. Alternating using the special punching. Boy, that's a mess. Probably a mess to watch. Really messy play by me.
No murder.
But we do get some. Oh dear. And, you know, we're recovered a little bit of health by using this fountain.
Which to
switch trinkets. I'm just trying to get these leveled up so that they are more useful.
It should help.
Okay. You could pay to restore health. You could, if make sure there's a stash. And I don't think these. This you can use to sell boons if you get something you don't like. They pay more for rarer boons, but I think boons are pretty powerful and cash is easy to come by. So yeah, so the reason that you actually use the making it harder at all is that that big glob of red stuff that you saw is a metagame reward, and you can only get those with beating it once at any given level of difficulty.
Across the Phlegathon and up we go.
Cool. And then you have to kick up the difficulty to get it again. So to advance the metagame, you've got to play harder and harder. Harder and harder versions of the same game. But you know what? I don't mind it. It's fun.
More slam dancers.
So yeah, this is the classic the classic trope of the boss enemy for World 1 being World 2. I mean, classic. Certainly not surprisingly, shockingly original. I generally try to stay away from those guys as they aspire to avoid the bomb and the drop. Yeah, this is the chain lightning really improves this. All right, little life report. Can we get some life? Okay. Let's go meet a metagame character. I keep saying metagame. Let's go meet a character. So there's some singers here.
They're both here.
That's nice.
Oh, hey, nice of you to visit us, Your Royal Majesty.
So you can choose. You can upgrade the rarity of your boons, or you can upgrade the level. I think I only have 2 boons, so I'm actually going to upgrade the rarity. Oh. I had more. I forgot.
Smooth sailing.
That's okay. Alrighty. What do we have here? Oh. Well, it crashed. How do I close the... Oh, disappointing. Okay, hello everybody, welcome back. Fortunately, even though it crashed, it brought us back to the exact moment that we left off. So we get to pick back up. I forget exactly where I was and what it explained, but we'll just go back into it. Got to avoid these guys. They create a horrible wave. Yeah, see. Fortunately, the nice part about this specific set of levels is that you can push people into, I almost said acid, but you know, hot red stuff. Not green stuff. Yeah, I like to also use those explosive barrels as traps. It makes me feel like a real genius. Asphodel is a nice place. I think there's a William Carlos Williams poem about Asphodel. Oh, meaning
Stephanie, she says you're really stuck down there, born of the underworld, something like that. Well, if you ask me, that's no kind of attitude to have. You can do anything you set your mind to, nephew. Take it from me.
Would you take advice from Poseidon? I don't know if I would. Okay, this is a good one. I like that. This is good too. I like all the Poseidon stuff. I might improve the cast. We've been casting a fair bit. On its own, that's not necessarily that great, but there are other Poseidon boons that make it very good. Oh, let's look at the shop. 15 encounters. I think that will cover the boss. That might be worth buying. $55. That's not anything. But we're not going to go to the shop now because we just spent our money. Not that we had enough to spend at the shop anyway. Okay, let's see what this tough encounter is. Ah, looks like a mini boss. Oh. The complication here, as you can see, I was a little surprised, is that this mini boss teleports, which is atypical. But I think I can use it to my he says, I think I can use it to my advantage, where he's immediately crushed. Well, good thing we got the extra death defiance if we need it. Hopefully we won't, but very possible. An extra wave of damage, it looks like. Second wave. Might be a little too close, a little too soon. Do we have a second wave of the coronavirus? Have we already had a second wave of the coronavirus? We have a sixth wave? Boy, my play is really gotten extremely sloppy in these last few moments. I was not prepared at all for these moments.
Oh, yes.
The good news, though, is that I think we're below the threshold, so even if we go stand on lava, we'll be restored back to our Death Defiance. And with Stubborn Defiance, you can use that every room. Longer weak or dash inflicts weak? I'm gonna say more potent weak. Let's say longer. That way one special can hold us over for many attacks. Folks, that was not a great mini boss fight. I'm a little ashamed to have played out so sloppily. But, Sarah, Sarah, you know, you gotta roll with the punches. Anybody else here? Oh, there's somebody. Come on, jump. Ah, nice. The thinking man's roguelike. Maybe not. I think it's maybe the button mashing hands. Nothing wrong with button mashing. I mean, I'm not on the controller, so it's more like mashing. Years of playing cookie clicker. My skills. I'm really trying to be careful here to not step in the lava. I immediately step on it. We have fun around here. Great.
The underworld's power.
Well, yeah, I forgot we have that bonus to our life. We need to look out for life rewards where we can get them. Upgrading boons. Defense boon. I'm gonna go for upgrade. Sorry, Athena. I think some of the boons we have are pretty good. You get a lot of use out of them.
Dead.
Try not to engage with more than 1 to 2 armored enemies at once, just because I can't reliably dodge that many, random attacks. It's sort of like, I don't know if you've ever taken physics, your viewer, but in physics there's a class of problems that you inevitably do where you have to, there's a free body, there's some like a ramp or a wheel or a dog or something like that. And then they apply forces to it, and you're supposed to compute the total force by performing a bunch of... Okay, let's think. I think 1 to 2 is always the preferable choice. I've been casting, but also been attacking. Let's get the lightning up. We're really going to go all out on how effective our attacks are. I heard a dinging noise. Maybe you did too. I think that suggests that there's fishing somewhere around here. And if you were wondering, yes, if there's a fishing minigame or not, there is. Well, I guess not. Okay, what chamber are we on? 22. I think we're not at the boss yet, so I'm going to take the Hermes moon. Oh, we are at the boss. Oops. Well, okay. That's fine. I didn't have that much money anyway.
You know, I never knew the pomegranate seeds down in the underworld held such power, if not for your mother mentioning it, cuz.
Let's see, what do I want? Attack is faster. That could be really good. This, better survivability. I might go for that. I feel like we're lacking a little. This boss is really exciting. But I'm not as skilled at defeating them in this,
you really didn't have to reconstitute yourself just for
in
my
the
sake.
lava mode. Anyway, like I was saying, in physics, there's this class of sort of problems involving free body diagrams, where after you assign all the forces, you have to do a bunch of algebra in order to figure out what the total sum of the whole thing is. How about that? But you can make the problems. I mean, I'm sure there's a smart vectorized or matrix methods way to do it. Oh, terrible. I can't get hit by this guy again. It would be just pretty embarrassing. I'm sure there's a smart way to do it, but if you don't learn the smart way, and maybe this is like the roguelike code. If you don't learn the smart way to do it, you're doomed to any problem becoming arbitrarily hard by the introduction of just more and more elements. You just keep adding forces, and pretty soon you can't solve it. There's too many things going on, you can't keep track of it. It's like that too for... Oh, I'm gonna die right here. For mass balances. I was too caught up in my own story, I couldn't dodge enough. Anyway, that's my 121st. Thanks for watching. Thought we'd get a little further, but I think that'll complete what I'm working on right now.